me.
Yes, Virginia, there is a NOG-A-THON 2024.
You've got to throw some cold water on this situation. Start talking about nerd stuff.
You know, nerd culture is mainstream now.
You've got to throw some cold water on this situation. Start talking about nerd stuff.
You know, nerd culture is mainstream now. So when you use the word nerd derogatorily, it means you're the one that's out of the zeitgeist.
System activate.
This is NetHeads with Will Wilkins and Trent Hunsaker. It's a tech podcast. But we are a ton cooler than your typical geek.
You guys rock.
And now, here's Will and Trent.
No one listens to the radio. I wasn't even listening. I was listening to podcasts. Podcasts are great. Radio's boring.
That's right, boys and girls, children of all ages, gather around the Yule log as we once again kick off. You know, I've been thinking about this, Trent. Kick off another NOG-A-THON, NOG-A-THON 2024. I have no idea why we are doing this. Is that Irish coffee? Is that what I'm to think here?
Well, I don't know if it's international, but there's booze in it.
All right, okay, well, there you go. You're living in it. I'm not going to talk about what's in my secret Santa cup, my friends, but I'll just say it feels good. It's got a little bit of a bite to it, Trent. A little bit of a bite. Yeah, because, you know, I've already put down 32 ounces of eggnog this holiday season already. And I know because that's an entire container, the smaller one, because I wanted to be humble.
Yeah, 32 ounces. That's a super big gulp. That's an SPG.
There you go. Well, I mean, but over time.
No, I understand. It's not like you just sat down and like gave yourself the worst case of diarrhea ever.
First of all, the nog doesn't do that to me. Second of all, I'm trying to brush it off, but that was only 2 nights. So, because it was one night. So basically I had 16 ounces each night, probably, if I had.
Yeah.
I don't know how many moose mugs. I don't know what the volume is that goes into a moose mug.
I would guess they're smaller than a can of soda, right?
Oh, much. It's like you know what?
They're probably 4 ounces, 6 ounces.
You know, I think you're right, because they're about twice as big
as
the size of the shot capture glass that I use.
Yeah.
For when I'm making the espressos, which, by the way, I felt like such a baby this morning. We went to the optometrist, so I made coffee for Denise, but I had to take a shower. I was going to be around people today, Trent.
Ooh.
Okay?
Yeah, I feel you.
You know, when you work from home, that means something.
Yep.
Okay? Went to the optometrist. Good news. Eyes are fine. Maybe need a little bit stronger of a prescription. And the, what is the name of it? The progressive lenses are in my future. Wait, why are you muted? Where'd your audio go?
The last time that I went to the optometrist, that's what they suggested, and I said no, but I just like wearing like dark sunglasses.
Okay.
I don't want them to like turn like, because they never really stop being dark when you walk inside. You know what I mean?
Oh no, sir.
Right.
Those are transition lenses.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, okay, well, you can talk to the dude outside about that. I'm talking about like how you need reading glasses, buddy. I'm like, no!
Well, Trent, 2 years ago, I already said that, you know, I had my computer glasses, as they were called. That was the you know, the way a little honey was applied.
Sure.
All I'm saying is 2 years ago, the optometrist was a lot smoother than this one that kept using the phrase I wasn't very fond of. Is like, oh yeah, how old are these eyes? Lady.
Nope.
It's the holiday season, you know?
Yeah. Nobody needs that.
Yeah, don't come for violence. Anyway, my whole point is, in telling you about this wonderful optometrist appointment, is that I did not get my coffee until I went to go make it at 11:30. Now, I don't know if you remember the Barista Express that I bought. I can't remember who makes it. Breville, I think. They're the people that make that nifty like toaster oven or something.
God damn it, folks! If anyone is like knows the marketing team from Breville, just say, hey, we know guys that are so in love with your products that they talk about them for free. Maybe you just throw them a bone.
Speaking of which, into the new year, my friend, our good friends at Magic Mind are returning. We're big time now.
Yes.
We are officially.
Yes.
We've officially had a sponsor come back. Hot damn. Which means they're probably desperate in opening the pool up to everybody, but nonetheless, they're coming back. As you know, the Breville Barista Express, I got probably in 2019. I think
yes.
it was. Okay.
It was because I remember you perfected it hardcore during those dark years of our lives.
Yes. The as some of the kids say, during the panini, I really became very well reliant on it. But I think that means that it's also had some undue wear and tear. Because when I went to go make, every once in a while, if I don't lock it in just right, or if I just happen to miss, I think, one tiny grain, Trent, of coffee, instead of just because, guys, you're making a shot of espresso, you're compressing air through space. There's pressure.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep, it's science.
And honestly speaking, when I think about it, kind of stupid I'm doing it in my kitchen, but neither here nor there. I don't think it can explode. I don't think. Not that I haven't tested it. So if I don't get it locked in just right, though, I can tell from the tone it starts to make. It's shifting out of its regular brewing mode, and I think it's called the carriage that holds the shot thing. I think it might be called the carriage.
that holds the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
What you have ground.
That'll vibrate its way, and then it'll start to lose pressure, and everything will just start spraying everywhere. Because that seal is broken, and now it's just going through every... I mean, it path of least resistance, you know what I mean?
Sure.
And I was already one double shot in. 2 ounces of espresso already in the cup. This was the second go. And then just like an infant who probably really needed his coffee, I was just like, God damn it, never mind. I'm just not going to have coffee. Because I was looking at rebrewing the whole thing again, really, at that point.
You were just like, I'm taking my ball, and I'm going back upstairs.
That was it, man. Let me tell you something. I don't know why my wife ever married me. There was a time I did grab my gaming system and say, I'm going home. So, and guys, there is no metaphor. There's no hyperbole in there.
Sure, yeah.
It was a Super Nintendo system, and she was kicking my ass in Street Fighter 2. Just mashing buttons and moving arrows. No strategy. I was a strategy player.
Yeah, and she was just Blanca, just electrocuting you every time you got in close.
She didn't respect the process, Trent.
Okay? Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
That's what I'm saying. Anyway, so I haven't had coffee today. I probably should have gone your route.
Right.
But I have been pre-gaming. Have you been pre-gaming today?
No, I was playing around with another setup, not just tweaking my current setup for the camera. I feel like I'm getting a lot better eye-to-eye contact with the lens. And so that's what I was doing. But I did come.
No, wait a second. Hold on.
I did come prepared.
There you go. Well,
not pre-game,
that's good.
but prepared.
Well, how prepared are you though? Because realistically speaking, I was thinking about this. Okay, we've had more NOG-A-THONs than we've probably had, birthday gatherings with crowds around us, right?
Yes,
so we've
100%.
done this is a festive thing for us.
Yeah, this is our one ceremony that we participate in.
This is our Catalina wine mixer, Trent.
It's a fucking Catalina wine mixer, man.
Thank you. But the funny thing about it, sorry, I know I'm going a million different directions at once. We'll get somewhere eventually.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, I went to go do a quick search because, the question comes up every year. Someone's always nice enough to tell us the answer. And if I could just add the number 1 to that, I would know how many NOG-A-THONs we've done, how many years there have been. There's been a few bye years. It happens.
Yeah.
But, you go to college, you get curious, whatever.
Yeah.
But I just thought I'd do a quick search thinking, Captain Ego. The NetHeads, we have the corner on 2 things in this world. #NetHeads and NOG-A-THON. Nobody
Yeah.
else would ever use those.
Nope. I hope. Well, except for during basketball season.
For the NetHeads, yes.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I'm sure this is going to come as no surprise, Trent, that in the logical application of a thon, okay, I was coming from the old school stupid approach of the pointlessness
Telethon.
of a telethon, right?
Yeah. Like we want who's the actor that always did the March of Dimes? Lewis? Jerry Lewis.
Thank
we
you.
want Jerry Lewis talking for like 48 hours nonstop, begging for your dimes.
Yeah, exactly. And random acts being thrown in, and was that Dionne Warwick?
Exactly.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, we just get this from the producer the whole time. That's all he's doing. Is just saying,
Exactly.
stretch it out.
That's my whole point. I think you made my whole point. No, but yes, we derived it from telethon. Did we do a longer show than we normally do? No.
No.
No. Did we bring any extra entertainment in that window?
Sometimes.
No. I mean, well, like I think it was on the first NOG-A-THON, there was the infamous knock at the door.
Mm-hmm.
Trent, guys.
Yeah, this is true.
Somebody was surfing for a piece. That's all I'm gonna say.
Like there was like straight up like a booty call, and this was I would say like 2/3 the way through the NOG-A-THON, and I was nogging hard, like real hard.
So you were worried about a little whiskey nog if you
well, no, I was just like, piss off! I'm doing a podcast with my buddy, and
I think that is the most hilarious thing you could ever say to me in life. I mean, just like, because mind you, guys, that we were a decade younger.
Yeah,
definitely at a minimum. Okay.
Yep.
We're talking 12 to 13 years. So he had 13-year younger stamina.
Yep.
I mean, we may have been drinking on a Sunday night. That's the type of energy we were bringing. Okay?
Yeah, it was some big G for geek energy.
Exactly. But still, I was thinking about that. We had the confidence to drink on a Sunday night. But best of all, you're like, forget temporary convenient female companionship. I want to go talk to this bald guy in California.
Yeah. I was like, this is the most important thing in the world right now. I think. Don't remember a whole lot of that NOG-A-THON, but in retrospect, it did happen. Yeah, you can, like, there is audible evidence of it.
Home appliances may have been destroyed during NOG-A-THONs or post NOG-A-THONs. My whole point is, where I'm going with this is, it is a celebration and we do have fun. If nothing else, it's the kids would just call it our drunk show, right? That's essentially what it is. But realistically now, Trent, as I mentioned, those were at least 10 years plus. Let's just say 12 years ago, Trent.
Yeah.
Right?
It was in another decade.
We're in it. We're here on a Thursday.
Yeah.
We're doing this.
We are.
The question is, did you already schedule out for tomorrow?
I didn't, but I did make sure that the studio bookings are covered by someone else in the morning in case I have a late start.
I can't imagine why that would happen.
Who knows?
I have no idea at all.
We don't have the science to know that yet.
No, we can't. But I noticed you're pouring again. So
yeah,
I'm just saying. So now I don't think we're really bringing that level of confidence and energy anymore to the party. So much so you're doing it with stimulants.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically.
Yeah, I gotta get up to get down. You know what I mean? I gotta get up to get down.
And by the way, what I was trying to say earlier, Trent, in all of the bravado, the NetHeads own two things for sure. This and NOG-A-THON. There are so many weirdos that are naming their 5K runs for the holidays a NOG-A-THON. But it makes sense because of Jog-A-THON. Yes, really. I Googled it. I wasn't even first page, not a single sign in NetHeads. But I can tell you about a lovely fun run in Dubuque if you want to hear about it.
Wait, okay? is that a city?
Apparently never heard of it.
Okay.
But yeah, there are NOG-A-THONs. So now once again, we've completely, we're not even I think it was so poetically put best that our fingers are jammed up our ass so far from the pulse.
Mm-hmm.
Or we need to sue somebody. I'm not sure which.
Yeah, because I mean, sure, anyone can own that IP, but like, who made it cool?
Right? That's what I'm saying. Who made it cool? Not us. But I did, in preparing something to attempt to promo this, because, people, there are legitimate fans of NetHeads that wanted to know when the hell is NOG-A-THON happening.
Yeah.
So there was an obligation. But when I was looking back to prepare the artwork to try and make sure people knew we were doing a NOG-A-THON-ish thing, I look back and I'm like, I was gonna wear this shirt and I was gonna wear that hat, and then I realized, no, wait a second, I wore that hat last year.
Yep.
And then in the other thumbnails, I went to my alternate, and I'm like, no, wait a second.
Yep.
I wore that hat 2 years ago. Because here's the thing, guys. The way I'm so easily able to incorporate the holidays into the NOG-A-THON promo is because I'm just pulling clips from last year. This is what it looked like last year. What are you going to get this year? Oh.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nope. So I'm just like, you know what? Never mind. I'm just going to go with my space jumper t-shirt. We'll throw on the old Spidey one that I felt I had the qualifications to make.
Yeah.
And then had to trim up. But I figured this one, it goes with that. It was Blair approved. She said, Dad, if you're going to wear that shirt, wear the red one.
Aww.
So, hey, if a 10-year-old can't tell me what's what, I don't know what is. Now, Trent, let's get caught up, though, first of all, because we didn't do a, quick pop-up NetHeads because you spent the holidays abroad. Well, at least not at your home. What did you do for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I was just hanging out, I went down up to Ogden, Utah, spent it with some family up there, and then came back. To hang out with the dogs. And as any Thanksgiving for my dogs, or any holiday for that matter, or also just once a month, they each get their own knuckle of a beef femur. So I take a one beef femur, and then I have the butcher cut it in half, so they each get a joint end. And they just went to town on them.
Trent, you can't give your dogs joints, man. That's not. You're not supposed to do that.
I mean, Lurch is on a regiment of hemp-based CBD, so who knows?
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds responsible then.
Yeah, I think it helps.
Take that into consideration.
I think it helps his own joints.
Oh no, wait, you just mean his bones and stuff.
Yeah, because he's geriatric.
Yeah, that's the wonderful thing, and the harsh thing about pets is that it owes such a short lease on love, if you will. Not that, and it's been a bad year for a few of my friends in that realm with pets, and thankfully, like, this was, aside from Yuki having to have surgery, this was the year that. Thankfully, well, we're not out yet, but it was pretty effortless, right? So
keep those fingers crossed, mon frere.
But I will tell you, and I've probably already said this before, but during Christmas, I love having Samoyeds because they fall asleep next to the Christmas tree, and you're like, oh, it's a Christmas dog.
It is like the quintessential. You could not like frame or stage a better Christmas shot.
Exactly. It's just like, oh, look, it's Christmas. But the thing that I love, because people don't know, my Samoyeds are from a rescue out of, doesn't matter. And the male dog, Rika, for the longest time was always skittish of me.
Right.
But as of probably around the time that I think Winston was becoming a puppy, or more to the point, actually, maybe after Benjamin was getting through puppyhood and he realized he didn't kill those two little things, he must be okay.
Yeah.
Rika he'll come up to me for attention now and everything else, and I kid you not, one of the things I appreciate the most out of this year is just every opportunity I've had to pet that dog. He made me earn it, my friend.
Hell yeah, dude.
Which was just kind of it was nice for him to see him finally come around, because you're just like, the whole time you're like, hey, pretty dog, I just want to pet you.
Yeah.
And Pretty Dog's like,
What? Come on, Kevin Nealon. Let me back, Kevin Nealon.
I mean, come on,
All I want to
man.
do is love you.
Don't make me beg, for God's sakes. Just let me pet you. What?
Yeah.
But so that's I think like of the holidays, that's the one thing I'm most thankful for. I just spent Thanksgiving at my mother-in-law's, but it was wonderfully effortless because I just had to bring Hawaiian rolls.
Wait, what are Hawaiian rolls?
You know, the Hawaiian rolls. What do you mean? They're super sweet Hawaiian. Never mind. Let's just say that I had to bring the rolls. Okay.
Oh, like actual rolls. Yes,
Yeah.
I do know what you're talking about.
And
yes.
Deviled eggs and stuffed mushrooms. That's
Gotcha.
all I had to do.
Gotcha.
And then Trent.
I was thinking it was like a spam and pineapple with rice sushi roll.
He's like, okay, so wait a second. Let me get this straight. I'm trying to imagine this. So you've taken something Hawaiian, you have flattened it, put other things in it, and have rolled it up. What is the Hawaiian thing? Is it pineapple and ham? Because
yeah. Well, and
in
spam
a puff pastry or
I think it's sellable. I think we could market this.
If people will buy turducken, dude, I wouldn't put anything past it.
True.
I will say though, everything would. I think it's finally time we turn our back on the turkey industry.
Thank you. I couldn't agree with you more. I preach, brother. Preach.
I mean, honestly speaking, if it is this much work to try and get it to taste good, Trent, I spent 20 minutes for dinner tonight making homemade hamburger helper, ground beef I'm sorry, vegans, ground beef in the pan.
And it was good.
Water, milk, cheese, noodles.
Yep.
Delicious.
I've never had and I'd even say the tuna helper. Any of the helpers, I've never had a bad meal.
Trent, I don't know why it's called helper. It does just fine on its own. Well, this one was homemade. This was like from scratch recipe. Yeah, I was adding chicken stock.
Yeah.
Little milk and
dude,
man. My whole point is 20 minutes tasted great. My mother-in-law used a roaster oven, like a counter-based electric roaster oven, turkey roaster, something.
Yeah.
I mean, it was okay. It was good. I ended up going the spatchcock route finally for my turkey here at home. You know what? The result was amazing, but again, to have to put so much work into something, just to make it palatable. That really just tells me we need to leave this bird alone.
Dude, if to me, right, if we're celebrating Thanksgiving to be thankful of anything, right? And we're using it as a means to like celebrate, all the things we love, why do we have a meal that we only eat once a year? I don't know anyone that's ever gone to a restaurant and been like, oh, okay, I would like some of the oven cooked turkey. And do you have any of that cranberry sauce? Yeah, I want some of that and some mashed. No one has ever ordered Thanksgiving like accoutrement outside of the Thanksgiving meal, and that I think is indicative that no one really likes it.
I cannot argue with you. If anything, I learned from making the Thanksgiving at home that I always do when we eat abroad. I don't know why I'm trying to make every little trip sound magnanimous, but. I discovered this time, I'm like, you know what? It's just the sides. I just want all the sides.
Yep.
That's what I'm looking for. I'm a basic one. I'm a sides bitch, Trent.
Yep.
That's me.
And the best part of the turkey is just for sandwiches afterwards. It's not for the meal.
And instead of busting your ass, you can just get a turkey breast and you know what? You sous vide that.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Little white one. Forget about it.
100%. I'm so with you.
And you know what else, Trent? You know what else? You can walk up to the deli at the grocery store and you could just say, "Can I get a pound of some of that oven roasted turkey? Freshly sliced.
Yep.
Make it nice and thin. I like it thin in my sandwich.
Yeah, and
which again much easier.
It's
Much
so
easier.
interesting because I do so much fact gathering when it comes to like creating trivia stuff, and for sliced meat in America, turkey is the most sold sliced meat.
Right.
Everyone enjoys ham better, I think, but turkey, everyone can eat it. It's a little bit better for you, and it's there. You can get a lot of it. It's fairly cheap, and we all eat it in sandwiches. But to like just eat like a chunk of it, meh, pass.
Yeah, man. Give it to me. Give it to me in some slices. A little provolone on it.
Yep.
Maybe some of my homemade bread.
Oh,
You know?
now, Will, I'm going to throw something out here. Okay, now I'm sure. How could we have not had this conversation? But I'm going to throw it out there before, anyways. Do you go for that Tangy Zip with Miracle Whip?
You threw me for a loop, my friend, for just a moment. Why are you asking me about mayonnaise?
Because
Miracle Whip is not mayonnaise.
Because for me, like to truly make a good turkey sandwich, you got to have Miracle Whip.
Oh, okay. Look, I can understand that because there is at least I know in California there's a chain of restaurants called Nation's Hamburgers, and what they exclusively use is Miracle Whip as the spread on their sandwiches.
Really?
Or on their hamburgers.
That's a bold move.
Yeah, and but I understand why, because it is a sweeter mayonnaise.
Oh,
right?
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. But I just go get by with mayonnaise. Sometimes I'll put some wasabi in the mayonnaise before I put it on a turkey sandwich.
That sounds amazing.
Really pops against that. You know, my whole point was my sister-in-law brought tri-tip for her kid, and we all got to have some. And you got this garbage bird by the tri-tip.
Dude.
What do you?
Yep.
Which is why I knew for Christmas, prime rib.
Yep. 100%. Right.
Right?
With some horseradish. You know, little season it with garlic and salt when you're cooking it.
Look. To those that are vegan, I understand. I apologize, but you know, every year it will be an animal sacrifice with pie in my home. So I think in the future, Trent, I think it's going to be a ham season, because then you can go after Thanksgiving with the you can have ham sandwiches.
Yep.
Don't need cranberry sauce for that.
Yep. Yeah, you still get all your sides.
I will still make a sandwich
with
mashed potatoes and dressing on it.
Yeah.
I will. I'll do it. I don't need a reason.
No shame.
Don't
There's
fucking
no shame.
challenge me. I'm gonna do it.
Well,
but doing it with ham, so much easier. And then transition over to a beef for the Christmas, and then every year alternate.
Yeah,
alternate.
exactly. Yeah.
You know, why do we have to forget this garbage bird? Let it roam the wild.
Well, and I was gonna say, on top of that, Will, I think it's easier to source more ethically purchased hogs and beef than it is for ethical poultry, especially when it comes to chickens. Or just sorry, not chickens, turkeys. In fact, I was pulling this up here. I've got some trivia. Let me pull it up here. Checking some emails. Okay, here's a little piece of trivia for you, Will. Okay.
I'm with you. I'm here.
In what city? Oh wait, nope, that's the wrong one. Sorry, my bad.
Philadelphia.
What? Okay, here we go. What Great Lakes region?
That was for all the Ralph Report fans out there. You're welcome.
What Great Lakes regional state produces the most turkeys? 38.5 million turkeys in 2023. 38.5 million birds in 2023.
Where did they come from, Trent?
They came from Minnesota.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that. I would have thought like, you were going to say Wisconsin or...
No, yeah, Minnesota. And so you got to think, okay, so it's coming out of Minnesota. Now we've got not just the ethical treatment of these birds, but now we've got the carbon footprint that it takes to get it into the store, and to the reefers which is the term for a refrigerated truck, that it takes to keep the birds flash frozen to get into the grocery store. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe we should all just shift away from turkeys. Now Big Bird is going to come after us.
You know what? Bring it. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you. Bring it. Gobble, gobble, motherfucker. That's what I have to say. I'm not afraid, Trent.
No, he's not scared, folks.
No, I'm not. I am
He's
not.
afraid.
But you know what? I got a real problem, Trent. I'm
Hit
not
me.
going to lie. Look. I'm sure people have looked at the pictures, the video.
Yeah.
They've watched some NetHeads, and they may have said, you know what, Will? Are you having an allergic reaction? You're looking a little bit puffy, right?
You think? You think people are asking these questions?
Well, I mean, I look at it and I think,
Who are they? I want names.
Don't come for them. My whole point being, Trent, I wouldn't say it's an allergic reaction, but in our town here, and you probably have one too, there in good old Logan, Utah. Because we all, there's everyone's got the side hustle. Everyone has got.
Yep.
So a lot of people, micro bakeries. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
And here in Brentwood, we have this woman who is on one of those baking competition shows.
Oh yeah.
On like the Food Network or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doing holiday cookies.
Yeah.
And so now my wife loves and adores her and wants to support her.
Sure.
This woman makes a mean cookie, man.
Mm.
Okay? It doesn't get more holiday, Trent. Okay?
Yep.
Than what appears to look like a chocolate chip cookie.
Uh-huh.
But instead, it has elements of peppermint bark in it. Okay? And chunks of Christmas crack in it. A cookie. And it's not like a thin little cookie, it's like a it's a thick one. You know what I'm saying?
Whew,
It's got some girth to it is what I'm saying, my man.
you get me all hot and bothered, Will.
I know. Oh man. There was this one, there was another one. It was a chocolate cookie. Can't remember what else was special about the chocolate. I'm sorry, cookie lady. Wherever you are. But hold on, let me have another sip. This is getting good now.
Yeah,
we're hitting that peak level, you know what I mean? You're like, from this point, it's either going to be really brilliant, or it's getting deleted from the internet tomorrow.
Yeah. Or we're
I better know where all those publishing points are, my friend. You got to be aware.
Yeah, but before we start getting threats from the lobbyists at Big Bird,
Our giblets are going to be in a bunch, man. I'm telling you. Anyway. Shalom. Now I forgot what I was talking about.
Well, to that same end.
Hold on. The chocolate cookie? It was a chocolate cookie, Trent. Around a snickerdoodle. And it was called a Mexican hot cocoa.
Oh my God. Dude,
right?
Snickerdoodles are like good chocolate chip is right here, and Snickerdoodle is like they're so head to head. To combine the two, right? To turducken your cookie it's too much. I can't even.
The one of hers I can't quite handle was called the Chip and Doanna cookie, named after the fixer-upper couple.
Oh, sure.
And it was a chocolate chip cookie, but it also had butterscotch, caramel, and crushed up Ruffles potato chips.
Oh, okay. Wait, hold on.
And I'll be goddamned if it wasn't amazing.
I already know. Like, I know it's going to be so good because you've got the oil.
His eyes
and
are closed.
Salt.
He's in it, man. He was just
like I'm salivating. I can smell it. You get the salt, you get the oil, you get the chocolate, you got bam!
All in your mouth.
It's like a party. It's like a party inside your mouth, Will, and everyone's coming.
I have not been getting up in the morning. I haven't been walking my dog. And then Denise comes home. Drops Blair off. And she said, "Oh, I forgot I ordered these in August. One of these is for Blair, one's for you." It's the 12 Days of Christmas cookie advent calendar.
Oh shit!
I need to check the records. I don't recall any of us upping my life insurance policy, but this is somewhat suspicious.
Yeah. I was gonna say this seems intentional, Will. I feel like they're there may be a low-key hit out on you that Denise was like, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take that. I'll take that contract. When's it got to be filled by?
Did you ever see the point in Malcolm in the Middle where the mom is pregnant and she's getting just a little bit bigger, and it turns out Hal, played by the great Bryan Cranston,
the greatest,
really loves a woman with a little extra curve.
Uh-huh.
So he's just like, he's resorting to things like he's injecting butter into an orange.
Yes.
Okay.
I do remember.
That's what these cookies are like. And that's what's happening right now. They're just like, no, it's just a cookie. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's just a cookie, man. No, It's not just a cookie. It's a cookie and a cookie and a cookie. That's a hat on a hat on a hat. Okay.
Oh, it sounds glorious.
Oh, it's fantastic. But I'm telling you now, I can feel the fact I got to go for a walk.
Yeah.
I steamed some broccoli tonight. I wouldn't normally make broccoli with homemade hamburger helper, but I'm like,
nope.
I gotta earn this. You know what I mean? We gotta just push through, man.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's not so good.
Yeah. But it's cool though, because like I think like those, for me, right? You know, like community or family gifts that get passed around or whatever.
Yeah.
I think like edible like treats like that are hands down the best thing you can. I want to receive, at least. You know what I mean? Because like you might have come up with something fun or if you give me food, it's gonna get eaten, even if it's not very good.
Let me tell you something. I know people love receiving good. I mean, mainly the sweets, but I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
I've been going over the deep end. I'm in. I am head underwater in making sure my sourdough starter is all strengthened up, and trying to see if I can get a cycle going of feeding and baking and preparing. And mind you, today is what, the 12th, okay?
Yes. Yeah, you got 2 weeks, buddy.
Yeah. So I've got to make sure it's set so that way I know everything else that's going out is good, or it's just going to be like, okay, let's make sure we have a list of our breadkin, if you will.
Yep.
And then as we go, it's like, here, it's really early, but Merry Christmas. Because you know, when you pull it out of the oven, Trent,
dude,
or actually when you first pop up that lid and you're like, oh my God, look at that ear. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
See, and I said ear, and those that know.
Yep.
So I am going to be handing out a lot of bread.
Are you familiar with the originally Italian tradition of panettone?
That advanced fitness bicycle thing with the coaches? I don't.
No.
I don't understand.
Not Peloton.
I'm gonna get a little sip. Hold on.
Panettone. It is the Italians' take on not necessarily, but the idea of fruitcake. And instead of a cake that just lasts forever, it's a nice fluffy bread that then you can put, if you want, you could do some candied fruits, or you just more commonly just use chocolate chips. And I just looked up, there are many sourdough recipes for panettone. I'm throw that out into the universe.
Will, I'm not going to ask you to make bread and to send it to Utah.
No,
you know,
no.
I'm not going to say, but I am going to say you should just read about that Peloton bread. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, look, is it going to make you lose your nut? Maybe. I don't know. We don't have to.
When I think back on it, Trent, a lot of my life is weird. Okay? I'm not going to lie.
Sure.
But I literally worked for a company at one point that ran a big ad campaign, hired an actor to do this and everything. Where he was representing the station or the station owner of Comedy World. I guess I picked off where it was.
Sure.
And he's like, you know, my name is Jay something or other, and you know, I bet my left nut that we're going to be number one in the market. Promotional materials were nudicles on a keychain. And there's a follow-up ad where
Oh,
he is very uncomfortable trying to sit. And then he says something stupid like he'd bet his left hand on it. And so on.
Oh, that's brilliant, dude.
So you say nut, and instantly I realize, man, my life is pretty weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, Will. It is.
I don't but hey, I'm 53 years old and wearing a Spider-Man hat talking on the internet. Okay? Who's the loser now?
Yeah.
All right? How many people do you think I don't even have a wife and kids and this is my mom's basement?
Yeah. No,
Which,
no,
by the
folks.
way, joke's on you. My mom lives in a trailer. It ain't got no basement.
Yeah, yeah. Guess what, guys? This guy pays taxes. So put that in your hot pocket. Need it.
I got big plans to go to Costco tomorrow. All right.
Ooh, on a Friday? That's scary. You better be going earlier in the day.
Oh man, that's where you.
Because people out
Trent,
early.
Hold on, I'm gonna help everybody else in the universe out right now. Okay, if you're able to go in the morning, if you've taken the time,
Yep.
you're not going to work, whatever. All right. They'll tell you your Costco opens at 10 o'clock. Around 9:15, 9:20, get to the parking lot.
Yep.
Because
Okay.
suddenly the
Go on.
doors will open and you will notice other people get out of their cars and start walking. It will open roughly 30 minutes early. You don't, so.
So sales will start at 10.
Yes, but everyone to get you in.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's the plan because I'm not an idiot, Trent. But
Dude, that's smart.
You know what? Honestly speaking, though, I find if you have time and a pair of AirPod Pros, okay, there's nothing really unless you've set time and you've got to tend to something.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
unless you have that time pressure, I don't care when it is. I'm going to Costco, man.
Yeah. Yeah, go. You've got your latest episode to listen to or the audiobook that you're rocking out to. Go for it.
Exactly, man. I've got Trent, there's so many to choose from. Okay? There's so many to choose from.
There's so many to choose from.
Miss it so much, my friend.
Oh,
so much.
Seriously, oh my God, the flood of memories you just shotgunned into my brain right now. It's almost the nostalgia is thick with this one.
Yeah, well, you know what, man? That's because we got a special announcement, guys. This is it. It's over. We're done. This episode, I don't know why 394 was the last one.
Sure.
Where are we? What number was this?
396?
390 something. Who cares?
Yeah.
Why would we go all the way to 400? No, we're done.
Yeah, we've done it.
We're shutting it down.
Yep.
No, we're not. I'm kidding.
Never. You're stuck with us, folks.
I have always said that this will become the longest running and most interesting look into from the outside.
Yep.
The death spiral of a podcast. We're going to show people
Yeah.
what it really means to be the Ed Wood of the new generation. Okay?
There are so few people that get that reference. I love it. I love it.
That's why I'll keep saying it, man.
That's like the Ed Wood of references.
Boom. Crazy. By the way, I just want to shout out to Creamy Fart and ZB in the chat, guys. I haven't been ignoring you. Naturally, in my overconfidence of thinking everything was set up here, I once again don't have the insight to the chat channel. I literally opened up our show on YouTube in a window here, but when your desktop is this ridiculously huge, because this is another thing to be thankful for. This Christmas or this birthday, I was blessed with this. What is this? A 49-inch monitor? What? It's stupid. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It's I've never seen anything this big, and those are words I've never heard said to me. So,
Ever.
So it has been at least amazing in trying those times when you need to recover from something. It's nice to be able to have that real estate.
Yes.
Plus, It makes Fortnite look wicked.
Well, and throwing back to your computer glasses,
Yes.
it's funny. I've noticed that my screens have all gotten so much closer to me over over time. Like I only have about the width of my keyboard away from me, right? It's like right here.
Trent, there have been a lot of things in my life that it's like, okay, well, you know what? Buck Rogers happened in like 1999 or something, or all these. Getting through the 80s, all that jazz. Okay, so the whole point is, I've spent a bit of time here and there. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're with me.
Yeah.
All right. I forgot what I was saying. I forgot again. This way you don't. This is. The Santa runneth empty, my friend, but the confidence is strong within me. Right now, you're just burning because you're like he couldn't. He was holding on to that stick and he's like, I got it. No, I can pull it up, guys. I can pull it up. And failure, complete and utter failure.
When it comes up the back nasal passages, it's stronger than one would think.
Yeah.
Woo.
Well, it's when this. Whoa, it's playing a dreidel song. I don't think we've ever gotten this far into the music before. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I made it out of clay, Trent. When it's dry and ready, the dreidel I shall play. I really wish I knew what I was going to say. But that's been happening a lot lately, too. But I think that's because now, amongst all the other wonderful things, how many years old are these eyes? I'm starting to think maybe I'm like a 4 p.m. kind of podcast guy now. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because that's an hour before you have dinner.
Yeah, there you go. It's building up to something, not coming down from it.
Yeah.
I knew the minute I created this 2-shot for the video that I would become so lazy when it became to switching.
It's just easier.
It's just easier. It's just like because everybody sees us, so you don't have to feel like you're missing anything. But if you're like, my nut is stuck to the chair, can you hold the shot for a second? I could do that,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You could just be like, oh, go ahead, man, go ahead. Or if it's like, actually, that's the beautiful thing about being in control of the edit, though, because it's like, oh, I need to try and bring the chat up, and Trent seems to really be talking right now, and then suddenly this shot comes up.
Yeah, here's a chance to come up. Yeah, exactly. The one downfall is, though, Will, it's not a downfall, but since I'm getting a program mix, I don't see you being like, stretch it out, keep going, I gotta go do a thing, and then you get up and walk off, right? I just need to intuit, which we haven't had an issue with yet.
Yeah, that's true. But again, Trent, it's been more than a decade, so
yeah, I know that's what I was gonna say. It's not really an issue.
I don't know if it's happening tomorrow or not, but last Friday, we'll wrap up with this because. There's only 42 seconds to the holiday music, which means I got to press the button again and listen to the same goddamn jazz intro that I've been listening to for at least 3 NOG-A-THONs now. All right. So we're definitely wrapping up after our good friend finishes singing about the dreidel. Because I swear to God, man, it's like I've heard that jazz every time I've accidentally hit that key this year. I just hear that same jazz. The dog is like, I need to go to the bathroom. Shut the hell up, Will. That's fair. I'm sorry. Which one is this?
This is Gus.
Oh, look at Gus. Gus looks so happy.
He's the happiest dog in the world.
Yeah?
Okay. Can I have a kiss? No? Okay, no means no.
Not in front of company,
no,
Dad.
No means no. Doesn't, independent of the species. That I respect that. You done?
He's done.
Okay. He's done.
I think I'm actually done. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? We'll end on this. And I forgot what that was too. I can't drink, man. I can't handle it anymore.
I know, dude. What's happening to us?
I remember what it was now, thankfully.
Okay.
So
thank God.
I've seen a lot of things in my lifetime. I've watched a lot of things. And there have been moments I've noticed things. And there's a certain point in my life where I reflect on that moment and I go, that day's going to happen and it's going to suck. And
yeah.
Of all things I'm talking about, Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, when Kirk is at the display and he's looking down.
Damn it.
And he looks around and he says, damn it. And he just opens up the glasses and puts them on, right? And it was sometime right before I got the computer glasses.
Uh-huh.
That moment did happen. So I saw that happen. I'm like, it's going to suck when it happened. And it recently did, because I was working here at the thing, and I had my glasses on, and then I looked at my phone, and I went,
I can't read that.
Shit. I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
I can't see this.
Yep.
And at which point I went,
Damn it.
just to punctuate, damn it. And I took it off. Because it was the opposite, but same thing. It was the admission, my eyes are old and tired now.
Oh, God, I love it.
Which, believe me, eyes, I can relate. And Gus has got to pee. So look, guys, we didn't exchange gifts this time because...
Our gift is no obligation to give the gift. Give that to your friends more often, people.
Dude, I have never... That is the world's greatest Christmas gift. I'm not going to be sweating you at all, my friend.
Yeah, it's great. It's I love it. I love it. That's my favorite gift.
That is the best gift of all. I'm probably still going to send you something, but I just don't need to tell anybody else I'm giving you a gift. What the hell?
and it can come whenever. Now we're not tied to any definite timeline of when it needs to be sent.
Yeah, because apparently I got bread homework now.
Let's
not gloss over that.
I'm just saying.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Just
look, Pantone. This is for future Will when he's editing and he's more of sound in mind. Pantone. Patonne. Pantone. Look it up.
Toblerone.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Can you send me a Pantone and a Toblerone?
Like together. You break it up and you put it in and then it cooks.
Put it in it.
Oh.
Look what I've done.
I'm a little hard.
Good Lord, man. That's going to be the thumbnail for next year. You might really want to make better choices.
Yeah,
hey,
true.
You know when we've been talking about all this video stuff? I know we're signing off. But you know when we've been talking about all this video stuff? We talk about how, like, you got to bend the ear of Zoom, I think it was. And it's just kind of like, hey, not for nothing, guys.
Yep.
But having isolated video on all the speakers would be really nice.
Dude. Oh.
If we were to not do this like a control freak that I am and pressing buttons and all the switching, and we just use something like StreamYard instead.
Yep.
StreamYard in your recording does ISO on it's not an ad for StreamYard, but
right.
Magic Mind in January, y'all.
Yep. Yeah. Yes. Be looking for that. Zoom does do the ISO, but just for audio.
Yeah, but that doesn't help you.
I know,
in the
exactly.
day and age of having to make social media clips.
Exactly. Get with the times. This isn't 2010, folks.
Right? Even though we're incorporating a network graphic shot from like 84, 79. How long did it take us to this great innovation?
Yeah, can we integrate like star wipes into the cuts, Will, or
Don't tempt me, you prick. I will. You want to know how old school video editing reference I can make? I don't know if that last sentence came through.
No, yeah.
I can add some Kiki wipes to this.
Ooh,
all right?
Snap.
People are like, what? All right, well, you either didn't have an Amiga with Kiki Sockhammer as the fairy, or furthermore, Kiki wipes that were present in the Trinity and the Globecaster.
Globecast. Yep.
So don't be like, can we get those star wipes, Will? Can we actually, you know what? I'm telling you something right now. If I could perfect it inside of OBS, I would be doing the Star Wars push every single transition. Right?
And it's so brilliant because it goes right to left, and that's how we read. We read left to right. So moving to, and so it pushes us off and furthers the story along. It's good storytelling, people. It's good cognitive behavioral ingestion of information.
Speaking of which, that's the thing I forgot I was talking about. I don't know if I'm going to be on it tomorrow, but last week, J.C. Reifenberg, owner of the Scum and Villainy Cantina, had me on to a podcast talking about episodes 1 and 2 of Star Wars Skeleton Crew.
Oh, yeah.
Trent, I know you like to wait for things to binge,
but this one is worth staying on top of.
I'm just saying, You know what? I think it's 8 episodes. It's only got 3.
Oh.
Probably. You wait till there's like maybe 6 if you want to make. I'll be honest, okay?
And then I'll hit it hard.
Or wait till the whole damn thing's out. But I'm telling you right now, these first 3 episodes are just dripping with Amblin magic. Okay.
Love it.
I went into it cold. I did not watch the trailer for it. I didn't have any idea what I was getting into. And it was one of the first Star Wars projects in a long time that really made me suddenly think.
Yeah.
And recognize elements that are going on. And it got better on rewatch because I started seeing the clues they're dropping.
Yeah.
It's just it's an amazingly adorable show. And I think the best part of all that I'm going to spoil for you. Because look, a bunch of kids find a starship, okay? And then they far out space nuts themselves out of here. That's a 70s reference you may not even get. But aboard the ship is a droid, a much older droid than we've ever seen. You know, this is a very clunky, heavy moving thing. But the best part is its name, and I picked up on this right away, is SM-33. And by the way, it's a pirate ship. And the droid's name is SM-33. Just put it up in front of your mind's eye for a moment. SM-33.
Yeah.
If those 3s were E's.
E's.
It's Smee.
Smee.
Like Captain Hook's right-hand man.
It's full-on Smee.
Smee. It's Smee.
That is so good.
Just stop. Oh, I think I filled the cup. It was just, it's just so adorable.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know.
Itself.
I might be on the, if I'm lucky enough to do tomorrow, I'll be on the Scum and Villainy Cantina Twitch. If I'm not, I haven't heard from JC, but there's also a level of thinking stuff going on here too, that you discover these kids, well, another plot point I'm going to ruin for you, Trent. These kids discovered now that they've gotten lost in space that essentially they come from the lost city of gold. Okay? So imagine you're suddenly out in Gen Pop, lost and not knowing where to go, and people hear you're from
the place where everyone wants to be.
Treasure Island.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You're from El Dorado.
It's Treasure Island, Trent, in reverse.
Yeah.
So that element's going on too. Like, well, how is the lost city of gold staying lost? And who knows what's going on?
Yeah, and if it's so lost, how are you here?
Yeah, exactly. So, and where did actually that's the only part of the whole concept I don't get is like, is this robot so old, or is there nothing in this ship's records about where it just was?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I can't do anything on my computer without something registering a log item of what it was.
Or is part of its protocol to not ever go back? Is that it can't?
Or because it's an unknown location, it couldn't be determined even when it was there.
It couldn't be mapped. Exactly. It was in an undeterminable space because there's no reference for it.
I don't know why they don't have us in the writer's room, is all I'm saying.
I mean, look, here's the thing, Disney. We're just a couple of schmucks, but we would write the shit out of a Star Wars series.
Right? I can, listen, I have $5. I can see a Star Wars, okay? God damn it. I can Star Wars, Trent. I know I can.
Yeah, I
know I can.
And to think that we wouldn't somehow work in the brilliant stage not cartography, stage magic of Star Wars Kid into a fight scene, you're wrong, because we would.
They kind of have had that, but it's, not very kid fighty.
I wonder what he's up to these days.
Look, I'm sorry, guys. I admit, my cup runneth over. I don't know what has happened in the last hour. I've been joking with friends after I do a show. I've been joking, saying, I'm sorry. I blacked out. What happened afterwards, right? Because I really don't know what happened. I'm gonna be just hopefully as amused as the rest of you when I too look back upon this, or it will never exist again, as I said. So join me on that journey tomorrow, everyone. Probably somewhere around 10 o'clock in the morning Pacific time as I did. If you come back to the page and the file is there, no regrets. If you go to the social media page and suddenly there's nothing there, if I took the time to figure out how to delete an audio session or a video broadcast on X, okay, there were regrets.
Yes.
But we'll see. But we do have to go because it's too late, baby. It's way too late.
Yeah, it's too late.
Thank you. I was going to say, though, Trent, too, that, you know, part of the reason why it doesn't matter about me giving you audio cues was something that JC said to me after we had just done this. I've never sat and podcasted with this man in my life, right?
But you've done it enough.
Immediately afterwards, he said, I can tell after this we've both been listening in the class of speaking as Kevin Smith. or of the speaking of Kevin Smith, more to the point.
Yes. Yep.
So we're delivering similar, so much in that same way, my friend, you know, there is just an unspoken language between us that, you know, just you in tune these things. You yourself see the show feed when suddenly you realize, I've been speaking more than 30 seconds.
Yep.
I could probably easily throw another 45 seconds in there and Will's not going to mind.
Yep. It is. So, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a.
And that's why, friends. That's why, friends. As we said, NOG-A-THON was what we had with us the whole time, or it was inside. It was.
Mm-hmm.
NOG-A-THON was the friends we made on the way.
And it was inside of us.
All along. Yes, that's it. It really is. There will be regrets. Until next time, kiddies, thank you for joining us for NOG-A-THON 2024. It is such an honor and a privilege to be able to have the hubris to think anyone wants to sit and watch or listen to this. And the fact that you are there means the world to me. I don't know about the other guy. You know, he's just like
whatever.
I really like Will, so I just can't bring myself to, you know, but, you know, again, I appreciate that too. All right.
Yeah.
I just do. But I hope you all have a good holiday season, whatever that season's reason is, or non-observance of it whatsoever. You know, like when you're on a work call and one of the people is in England and you're like, to everyone else, happy Thanksgiving and Shirley, happy Thursday, you know, just
yeah,
whatever applies, whatever it does, just we hope you have the best one you can and you have people to talk to and support out there to just have a good time. And you're trying to say something, Trent, and I won't shut up. Go ahead.
No, just happy holidays and be kind to yourself.
Just remember to clean up, okay? That's all I'm saying. He's so bad.